up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Come on, 180.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Alert. Hey, Steve 6.
Here's Trubisky. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Good job, D.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys! In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's how we do, dude.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Here we go.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
and don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 78 yards, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Come on, 180.
Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trubisky will throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Trubisky. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll run with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go. 180. Right there, 54 miles. Here we go, here we go. 11, 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. And now he'll turn it off. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They will run again with Coleman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Play action. It's Trubisky. On the left side, Gallup's got it. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Get up! 180! Alert, 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 alert! Double tight! 4 down! Smooth!
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Marr able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, its tight end, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action. Trubisky. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Well, he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Trubisky. That one complete to Elliott. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
5 down, stand up in.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
13.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. It's
a pickup of 17 and a first down. Garoppolo 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be, 38 yards out. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Come on now, let's go! The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They still can't get it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
180.
54. Here we go.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180.
Check. Watch 54.
Watch the alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Room here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And, Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. One final try now for Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the 49ers, they start the season with a great win.